When this future NHL star was growing up in Dryden, he recalls fondly times he spent playing hockey in front of their home and in their local arena alongside his older brother Sean, a fellow future NHLer. Advancing through the minor hockey ranks and honing his defensive skills with the Dryden High School Eagles, he became the school's top scorer and MVP for the 1989-90 season. Standing at 6'5" at just 15, he was signed by the Stratford Culletons of the Midwestern Junior B League and made the move to Southern Ontario. Selected to the Ontario Under-17 team, he helped the provincial squad claim gold at the 1991 Canada Winter Games. That same year, selected to the Canadian National Under-18 team, representing Canada at the Phoenix Cup in Japan, and picked up a silver medal. The next stop along his trail to the NHL was the OHL, playing with the Peterborough Petes from 1991 through 1993. Named to the Canadian Hockey League All-Rookie team, his 15 goals and 62 assists helped lead the squad to the Memorial Cup Finals and earned him OHL and CHL top defenseman honors. That season, he was selected to the national junior team, bringing home gold from the 1993 World Juniors. When the 1993 NHL draft came around, there was no doubt that the Dryden native would be selected. The question was how high and where he would go. And selected second overall by the Hartford Whalers, he entered the history book as the highest Northwestern Ontario draft pick up to that point. Making his debut in the fall of 1993, he earned a spot on the NHL All-Rookie team. After 2 seasons with Hartford, he was traded to St. Louis for Brendan Shanahan. Although not a popular choice for the St. Louis fans at the time, given that Shanahan was their favorite, in the end, the move turned out to be a good one for both Chris and the club. Sharing the ice with veterans Al MacInnis and Brett Hull, he also benefited from coach Mike Keenan being purposely hard on him in an effort to toughen him up. Establishing himself as a leader in St. Louis, by his 3rd season, the 22-year-old rising star was named captain. 1999-2000 season saw more accolades. 62 points earned him a spot on the first of what would be 5 NHL All-Star teams. Awarded the Norris Trophy as the top defenseman, he also won the Hart Memorial Trophy, becoming the first defenseman to be league MVP since Bobby Orr in 1971-72. After 9 seasons in St. Louis, he was traded to the Edmonton Oilers for the 2005-2006 season. A team that wasn't expected to make it to the playoffs, let alone advance along the trail to the Stanley Cup. With their new addition leading the charge, chalking up 21 points in 24 games, they made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, losing their bid in Game 7 against Eric Stahl and the Carolina Hurricanes. Following season, he again made it to the Finals and this time won the Stanley Cup with the 2006-2007 Anaheim Ducks, an accomplishment he proudly shared with his many fans back home in Dryden. Acquired by the Philadelphia Flyers in 2009, he'd make one more trip to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2010 against Chicago before injuries forced him to step away from the game. Retiring in 2012, his 18-season career saw a record of 1,167 games, 157 goals, 541 assists, and 1,590 penalty minutes. Following retirement, he went on to contribute his expertise to the NHL Department of Player Safety and to the administrative side of the game. In addition to his impressive NHL career, this outstanding hockey player also contributed to Canadian success on the international stage, claiming the 1997 World Championship title and bringing home Olympic gold in 2002 from Salt Lake City and Vancouver in 2010. Not only is he a member of the exclusive Triple Gold Club, having won a Stanley Cup, Olympic, and World Gold, in 2015 he became part of another very special group when he earned a coveted spot in hockey's Hall of Fame. On hand to share in his special day many of the people that helped him reach that place of honor, including his proud family. Throughout his career, the scrappy defenseman was described as having a calming effect on his teammates while unsettling his opponents. His strength was his ability to combine his aggressive style of play with his talent in creating power plays and scoring goals, a combination that saw him named as one of the NHL's 100 greatest players of all time, earning him a place of prominence among the hockey greats of Northwestern Ontario.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame, Chris Pronger. Chris and his wife Lauren traveled from St. Louis to be here tonight. His proud parents Ayla and Jim, and his very equally proud grandparents Anna and Erky Nyholm, are here tonight along with family friends. There are also some very proud Drydenites here to share in his special night. Some other folks who could not be here tonight wanted to send along their congratulations, so we have a few messages. The first one, back in the summer of 1991, Debbie and I had been discussing the possibility of billeting a Pete's player for the coming hockey season. Our youngest son was playing AAA hockey at the time, and for selfish reasons, we thought it would be a great experience for him if we opened up our home to a Pete's player. Jeff Twohy, our contact with the Pete's, mentioned to us that they had a great young prospect that they were trying to get to come to the Pete's, and his parents were coming to the city to check things out, but I think he meant to check us out. To make a long story short, everything was okay, meaning us, and the Pete's acquired Chris for the 1991-92 season, and he moved into our home. Jeff Twohy and the Pete's organization were certainly bang on with their assessment of this young defenseman. From day one, it became apparent to us that this raw, gangly kid from Dryden possessed a sense of arrogance, but in a very constructive way. The only things on Chris's mind at this point were his complete focus on hockey, his team and teammates, and maybe the odd beer. We have keenly followed Chris's career and are very proud of his accomplishments, which speak for themselves. Our family was certainly enriched by having Chris become a very important part of our life. Most importantly, we have witnessed the maturing of a son, husband, father, and friend into a role model for others to follow. We know there is more to come. Love, Greg, Chris, Dawn, Lauren, Debbie, and Roger White. The second message, from the first time I saw Chris play with the Stratford Junior Bees, I realized I was watching a very special player. Playing for the Pete's, Chris was a linchpin on our defense and was crucial to the success of our team for the 2 years he was in Peterborough. Watching Chris play for several NHL teams, I always felt his presence was necessary in upgrading the success of each team he played for. He was a game changer, to say the least. When asked who was the best player I coached in Peterborough, 3 always come to mind: Mike Ricci, Steve Yzerman, and Chris Pronger. Chris, by a long shot, is the best defenseman I coached. Congratulations to Chris and his family, and to the rest of the 2017 induction class of the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. Your contributions have helped maintain Northwestern Ontario's status as an athletic hotbed. Sincerely, Dick Todd, the head coach of the Peterborough Pete's and assistant coach of the New York Rangers, 1993 to 98, and coach of the assistant coach of the 1994 Stanley Cup champion Rangers. The third message, it is with great honor that I write this letter of congratulations. Dryden High School, current and past students, staff, parents, and families are pleased to extend our warmest congratulations to you upon receiving yet another award and honor in addition to the countless awards spanning your illustrious hockey career. As a school, we are proud to have been part of your early hockey days, not only setting some of the foundation for your hockey calling, but also helping you forge you, the man who is honored today. I know another Dryden High School alumni, Jack McMaster, your OHS Eagles hockey coach, was instrumental in helping you launch your hockey journey leading to the OHL, and from there into the NHL as a superstar player. As a Dryden High School alumni myself, I know you will always be a Dryden High School Eagle. On this important occasion that brings you back to your Northwestern Ontario roots, our school and community would like to thank you for your dedication to hockey and your generosity towards the promotion of sport. I am very pleased to join everyone in saluting all of your accomplishments and wishing you the very best in your future endeavors. And that's from Richard Hodgkinson, Principal, Dryden High School. And our final message says, Chris, congratulations on your induction into the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. It seems just like yesterday we were beating the crap out of each other in the basement at 161 St. Charles Street. It's been quite a journey. Gold medals, Stanley Cups, Norris Trophy, Hart Trophy, 2015 Hockey Hall of Fame, top 100 players of all time, and the cherry on top of a remarkable career, 2017 Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. By the way, Diane wanted me to remind you that not only was I the firstborn, I was the first one in the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. So I guess I can say, welcome to the club, kid. Enjoy the night, and that's Sean Pronger from the class of 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Pronger.
They stole a lot of my material. I want to thank the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame and the committee and all the staff for their hard work tonight, as well as this wonderful honor. Congratulate all the inductees here tonight, and past and present. Start by thanking my Grandma and Gramps over there. As many of us in this country are from different places, but they took a voyage in 1952 to come to a new country, not speaking English, and winding up here in Thunder Bay in 1955. And the other side of the family, the Pronger family, came to Dryden in 1910. So I have long-standing Northwestern Ontario roots, and for that I'm very proud and pleased to be a part of it. I want to thank my mom and dad and the 2009 inductee, Sean, for all they have done for me over my hockey career and life. They've always been there to support me. My brother sometimes, but we know how that goes. I want to thank my wife, who's here, Lauren, and our 3 kids for always being there to support me through the various trades. As Bob knows, it's never easy and can be troubling at times, but it's what we do to play the game we love, and they are usually left there to kind of pick up the pieces. So thank you for that. A special thank you to all the coaches, volunteers, teammates during my time in Dryden, and throughout my hockey career. They've been invaluable in helping make life much easier on me or whomever has been a part of the game, much like them. So I want to send a special shout out to all of those folks that have donated their time, and whether they have a kid or not on any particular team, they're always there to help whoever's playing. So thank you to all those that continue to volunteer and help whatever sport they're involved with. So thank you for your support. I just want to talk about 2 things, choices being one and failure being the other. We're always presented with choices. I was presented with a choice early on in my hockey career of whether I was going to play high school hockey or whether I was going to play midget hockey. For me personally, I wanted to play with my friends. I wanted to be a part of the high school and all that entailed. It wasn't necessarily a popular choice amongst the hockey community, but it was one that I wanted to make, and I wanted to make it my own choice. And, well, look where I am. So I guess it worked. And I also want to talk about failure. Too many times I find we're worried about failing, we're worrying about making mistakes, and that's what life is. It's a bunch of mistakes that are made over the course of time, and we need to continue to learn from them. If you never make a mistake, you never learn in life. And a gentleman who handed me that plaque, for instance, cut me in, what year was that, Dave? In the late 80s, I believe, maybe early 90s. But like anything else, you turn the page, you learn from your mistakes. In my case, I needed to get better in certain things, and I worked on them. And you can either roll over and play dead, or you can get yourself up, go out and work hard and continue to push forward and try to realize your dreams. And I was fortunate enough to have a lot of support along the way, but you strive for success and push yourself to do the best you can. And without a lot of the people that have been mentioned earlier tonight, whether it be in the piece, on the video, or those that sent in notes, I've always had a lot of good people standing behind me, helping me along the way, and for that I'm very thankful, so thank you.